Heyo, welcome to episode 3, or possibly welcome on back to episode 3. I'm gonna have to do
This
a
is
bit
one
of
of your
editing.
hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night. Possibly nude. The killers knew he was here. Ambushed him. Dragged him to the campgrounds. Strapped him to the table. Cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
I think it's kind of cool. Sorry, just one, okay? Alright, I get one photo mode. No, I don't want that, yeah. Oh yeah, possibly even like, okay. Yeah, that's, tilt that way. Cause yeah, what's the, yeah, lens distortion. Yeah, no, I want the opposite way. Hide interface. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool if you could only have it like at the top. You know, you see what kind of shot I'm going for, like kind of what I want to do. Uh, eh, all right. Sorry about that. But before we continue on, check this out.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
Hmm. That's all you had to say. I waited for you to come here before I checked this out, and all you guys, hmm. There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake, it being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. Ooh, fun. I love folk tales. I don't know. Let me know how you like that bit, because I always think that's like a fun bit of like when you're not like particularly scared by horror things. It's always a great bit to be like, "Ooh, lovely, wow!" Or, you know, you walk into a place that's like covered in guts and gore, and you're like, "Oh wow, I love what they did with the place. Oh my god." Wow! Oh my! Hey, who's the interior designer? I want him for my place. uh, sorry. I'm a little bit of a silly guy. All right. Ooh.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales?
Mm.
They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley.
Close.
Nightingale came
Making
this way.
a sick game.
Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Oh, man.
I should profile Nightingale about this page.
That phrasing is still funny. I should profile him about this. Oh, man. Alright, anyway. I want this to not, like, alert me anymore. Man, honestly, why do this? Like, why, like, let me put some music on to give some, like, atmosphere to the room, you know? It's already got some atmosphere, it's already got some stuff going on, but it's like, I don't know, right? If there's a radio, I should be able to turn the radio on and have it play as I'm, like, wandering around. Just have it, like, cut out whenever I, like, profile Nightingale about something. Or whoever else I might be profiling? Yeah. Anyway, play the narration.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Audacity is crazy. But yeah. I don't know why you say audacity, but I think also, like, the most jarring thing to me is that Matthew Portmanteau, sorry, I still, I'm unsure what his last name is and how to say it, but like, the guy who actually does the English voice for Alan Wake, because, like, the actual actor, Ilka, yeah, I think it's Ilka. Sorry, I'm bad with names, and I'm, like, a little bit tipsy. But yeah, when sorry. Oh yeah, it's like, I'm surprised that, like, that the voice comes from the same guy who is Dr. Darling in the in the in the Control game. In Control, and also he shows up in the DLC for this game too, albeit pretty briefly. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, I don't know how much he changes his voice, but, like, he does a very good job. Like, his voice feels like Alan Wake. Like, I don't think, like, I'm like baffled as, like, that's like Dr. Darling, the silly guy, the goofy sort of fella. That's the guy who's doing all this, like, sick narration. I don't know, it's really cool. And plus, like, I don't know. One thing I'm also kind of curious about is that, like, yeah, are there, like, different languages for Alan Wake 2? Because, like, I don't know. That's something I was, like, thinking about, because it's like, it feels like this game is, like, intended to be in English, but, like, I'm sure it's also been translated to other languages. And it's like, I wonder how it is with, like, relax. But yeah, I wonder how it is in like other languages. You know, uh, like there, like Sam Lake is Finnish, right? And so is like uh Ilka, the main the actor for Alan Wake. I presume. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure here. I'll look it up for Sam Lake at least. Uh yeah, he is Finnish. So it's like I wonder if like say for example in the Finnish version of the game, like is there somebody else who voices Alex Casey? Because like Alex Casey is voiced by James McCafferty, right? I think his last name is McCafferty. It's Mick something. Uh, James McDonald, McGinnis, uh, McLaughlin. But yeah, no, it's like I wonder if there's like different voice actors in like the Finnish version of the game. You know? Oh man. Ooh. Sorry, don't mind me. A little tired, a little sleepy. Anyway, let's go check out the page.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
All right. Nope, wrong one. Oh, here we go.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
A dead end, literally. And then, what? He walked through a boulder? Doesn't make sense. There's more going on here than I'm seeing. I need to examine the body properly back in town. Wait, what are
Found
you
all I
tutting
can
for?
here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Learn all I can. Need to get the body back to town for examination. So the killer's watching us. Game on. Cute. Man.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
So,
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
well, there's the next page right here. Saga Anderson's Deja Vu. Oh, look. No scratching out on this one. Oh, look at that, man.
Saga bent down to inspect the body on the table. Somehow it felt familiar. The straps, the heart, the mutilated corpse laying on the rain-soaked wood. Like deja vu. She chased the source of the feeling. Found nothing. None of the victims from her past cases resembled this one. It didn't feel like anything from her past. More like something from a dream. From a life she could barely remember. Maybe one that wasn't even hers. Then the feeling passed. Like a shadow in the trees shifting with the wind. Saga blinked, shook the feeling from her head. She turned her focus back on the work. There was a lot to do. Casey and the deputy were watching her. She had a feeling this would be an exciting case.
All right. Oh man, that's really fucking cool. It's a shame I got interrupted by my gosh darn cat. Then the feeling passed like a shadow in the trees, shifting with the wind. Saga blinked, shook the feeling from her head. She turned her focus back on the work. There was a lot to do. Casey and the deputy were watching her. She had a feeling this would be an exciting case. Ooh, man, that's really interesting. So yeah, the final draft includes new stuff. So yeah, is there like more stuff? Are there more pages for me to find? Should I be really on the hunt for them, or should I not worry about it so much? I don't know, but I'm gonna go see what my cat wants, and I swear to God, if she's knocking on my door for more treats, I'm gonna lose it. But yeah, anyway, real sorry about this interruption, but my adorable little kitty cat came knocking at my door, so I gotta go figure out what she wants. Well, I'm back. In case you're wondering what my cat wanted, I don't think she wanted anything. I think she, well, I mean, I think she wanted attention and love and all that stuff. And then I kind of gave it to her, and I was like, okay, Mac. And then, it's kind of funny. She's like a weirdly built cat. She is a Manx, so she's got like long, big legs in the back, kind of more so than like cats typically have. And she has like a short, little stubby tail and so she can't like jump up too well. She can jump like far. She can't jump high. You know what I mean? And so I like put her on top of like my bathroom sink. I'm like, here, Mac, you can be up here because you're bothering me. And of course, every time I pick her up, she meows. She's like, meow, put me down. I don't like being picked up. And I'm like, you're a cat. All right, I understand that you don't want to be picked up, but I also don't want to be interrupted when I'm in the middle of a game, going, "Oh wow, this is really cool. Oh, this is a new thing," and then pound, 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 knock, 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 knock. Open the door, open the door, open the door. It's cat time. And it's like cat. I I don't know, man. Cats are like infuriating in a way because it's like anytime you want to hang out with your cat's like, fuck off, leave me alone. How dare you try to hang out with me? And when you're like, okay, I want to be by myself now, your cat's like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, let me in. Meow, meow. And it's like, what the fuck, cat? Why it's always when it's inconvenient for me and never when it's convenient do you want to hang out. Every single time, it's absurd. And yeah, I thought she might have wanted water or something, but no, eventually she just went under a bed and then was there, and I'm like, okay, cat, fuck you. I love you. You're the light of my life. You are a precious, beautiful, innocent little creature that brings me a lot of joy and that I will love unconditionally. But, fuck you. What is your problem? So yeah, I'm back now. So yeah, what I want to find out what happens if I go this way yonder. Cuz yeah, I'm kind of curious now. Yeah, a little info there, little point of interest there.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Yeah, I gotta go look at stuff. Hmm. Is that me making all that noise, or is that something else? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think I did this before. I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Interesting. Yeah, I thought I had opened this, but maybe I hadn't, or maybe I hadn't done it when, like, yeah, wait, yeah, actually, I think I came over here, I took, like, a photo, or, like, I went in photo mode, and then I proceeded to not pick this up. The note inside mentions Alan. Alan Wake? What the hell are these? Hmm. Alright, cool. So, yeah, checking the map here. This point of interest. Read. Read. Okay, I've read them. Okay, now the point of interest is gone. Alright, so my car. That's cute. I don't know. Sorry I say things are cute a lot, but I don't know. I find it like adorable when like things are labeled or like characters do things or it's like clever or it's like referencing something, you know? Like Alan Wake has some very like cute moments in his storyline. And I don't know, maybe not everyone would agree with me on what I find to be cute.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Welcome back. See, like that
Did
was
you know
cute.
this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Yeah.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I was gonna say, like,
Let's
you're
get the
not even gonna
car,
thank him,
drive to
Saga?
Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Casey really likes the coffee.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Ah, yeah, the FBC station. But yeah, I don't know. I really like this game. I don't know. I'm a little tired because my cat just became bothering me for no reason. Like, I love that kitty cat, but it's like, come on, cat. What are we doing here? All
I'll
right.
be back in a second.
Roger.
Ah, another Alex Casey lunchbox.
Another one of those lunch boxes.
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. Aw. Oh, okay. I thought they might have been left and meant for Alan Wake, but I think they are meant for Saga. Like, Saga knows, or, sorry, Rose knows that Saga is the hero, you know? I think that's pretty neat. Alright, so I currently have, 5 of the 8 so far. So there's 3 more. And I think the other 3 are like locked behind the flooding. I thought Saga could comment on this. Maybe it's later she asks about the FBC station.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
All right. Oh yeah, I forgot you could sprint in this game. I've been like, oh man,
Here we
there's
are.
real slow walking
Let's
around.
drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Are you gonna let me explore more though? Oh, look at that. Kind of cool. But yeah, yeah. Are you gonna allow me to go check out that point of interest on the map now, or do I have to wait till later? Cause yeah, looking at it.
Thornton told me we're shipping the body out. We'll take care of that for you. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, proper police work. You can trust us like you can trust the
blossoming tickle lilies in spring.
That was beautiful, Thornton.
Aw, that's really nice. Oh man, that was actually quite wholesome. But hold on, I'm gonna go explore, fellas. I want to go find what that last little point of interest on the map is, which I will say, fucking nice, man. All right, like yeah. So yeah, okay. I can't go to the rental cabins, but I think I'll be able to go up to that area that it's like. It's not here, is it? Sorry, I'm gonna. Oh no, it is this. All right, cool. Well, as long as I found everything I can, I'm a happy man. All right, cool. Happy man indeed. But yeah, I will say that is nice because, like, I don't know, like Control. It's like, I don't know. I find it kind of funny that actually this story with Control's map is that they didn't want the oldest house to have a map, but like players kept like getting lost and were like, please put a map in the game. They were like, fine, and so they put in like a shitty map that was still hard to navigate and figure out. So
Lost, Anderson.
I don't know. Did you get less gruff and tough, Mister Guy? Prick ass. Uh, but no. Oh yeah, but like they didn't want to put it in, so they just made it like as bad as possible. Because like I think that game is like made better if you don't use the map. But like in comparison to say like Alan Wake 1, where I'm like fucking checking the guide every 5 seconds trying to figure out where all the like collectible bonus stuff is, like that was fucking annoying and a hassle. So it's nice to be like, okay, it's like the game will be like, hey, if you want us to tell you where all the stuff to find is, we will tell you. You have to like spend like scraps or whatever to unlock it, but we'll tell you. And I find that to be very nice. I'm very appreciative of that fact. Which yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Like, I know you can get it for Alan Wake, but like,
I can't get
why
that
do I
laser
have it for
effect out of my
Saga?
head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Hmm.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
That's like really fun. The fact that Saga is like excited to take this case and it's like,
Need to
oh
swing by the
wow.
lodge to get anything from the field office?
I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Ooh. It's time for Bright Falls. Pretty. But also might be time for me to end the episode. I don't know. I don't know. The problem is that like I went for like 15 minutes when my cat until my cat came and was like, "Hey, pay attention to me." And I'm like, "Okay, cat." But then before that, Um, but yeah, but then it's like I have like maybe like 2 minutes of like footage or something that I'll have for like episode 3 or something. So I don't know. I'll see how I edit it later, but it's like I don't want to go over. So it's like I'm probably yeah yeah. Let's explore around the
The
town.
diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Bright Falls, Washington. Nice.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be
Mm.
right back.
Got it.
Happy Harvest. Jaywalking costs lives. Lost cat. Hello, my name is Tibbles. I went missing on A/19. Was last seen in the vicinity of the Oh Dear Diner on Monday. Please keep an eye out for me. I'm very good and my humans miss me very much. Aww. Tibbles! And oh, look at that guy. Look at that little dachshund. Aw, man. That's cute. Alright. I don't want to spend the whole time just reading stuff on the wall. Hello.
That concludes our debate on whether pets should be allowed at this year's bake sale. For those of you just tuning in, you're listening
Alright, yeah, let's open up this.
brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm
Fear
sure
the
you're
dark,
all
fear the
asking the
woods.
same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them? Beerfest is right around the corner, and we're almost.
Billy's Boatyard. Rigging repairs. And then, yeah, the chainsaws in the background.
But I have her Uncle Tapio on the line from Watery. Tapio, are you there? Yes. Great. And Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today? Rain. Definitely seems to be on the menu. How about over the next week? Also rain.
Well.
Right. Care to elaborate? Any chance the sun will poke out in time for Beerfest?
Oh man. Well, I mean, okay.
And that parade lineup is looking dandy as ever.
Dandy, what a fun word.
Because they're one float in the shape of a swan.
Aw.
Long neck and everything. A very large swan.
Ah, so you're a fan of swans.
No.
Right, well, it's our time. We'll be right back after this next song by the
Oh,
rock and roll sensation, National Nightmare.
hell yeah. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. You know what the song kind of weirdly reminds me of? It reminds me of like of the music in Final Fantasy VII, the remake and rebirth specifically. Ooh. But yeah, like I don't know, like the beat to it, it like reminds me of like a specific part or like a song that shows up in those games. Oh man, I'm definitely gonna replay both of those games back to back at some point this year. Cause I really enjoyed them, but I did not enjoy doing all the nonsense bullshit like go around the map and collect the things. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to remember what the specific part is, but there's like a point in the Final Fantasy games where like a song like this plays and it's a blast. Also, by the way, can I say shout out to this fucking game? Because this is a game with like so many good tracks and so many good songs, and none of them are copyrighted on like YouTube. Like you are just allowed to like play the game and have them play. Like it's really nice. Because like I also get it if it's like if you license a song for your game where it's like, oh yeah, okay, of course there's gonna be copyright on this. Like I don't begrudge that by any means, but like I don't know when you have like the annoying thing about Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth is that like you'll just be playing the game and it's like Tifa's theme and Aerith's theme are like copyright claimed. you know? And it's like, and like, I get it, man, but I'm playing the game. Like, fuck off. Ooh, this is sick, though. Oh, man. But yeah, but like, I mean, that showed up in. Just let me do that. Let me look at Saga's face game. It's kind of weird. I think if you're like. Yeah, I don't know how you trick it into like letting the camera like look at Saga. Because I'm like 100% sure I'm not the only person with this complaint. Like, I swear I saw someone uh talking about the game, and like it's a shame you can't turn the camera around and look at the character's face. Here, I'm gonna type in face on the Reddit to see if anyone else has has this. Hmm. Yeah. The second post I see, the first thing I see is like somebody announcing that they're going to be speaking with Billy. Billy? I don't know. Yeah. Il- yeah, Ilka Vili. Billy? I don't know. Sorry, I'm bad with pronunciations. Ooh. God damn, it's really good. Mm. 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 Honestly, like a lot of these are talking about like the face or like the fact that Alan Wake in the game looks much different than the actor for Alan Wake. Oh, but yeah, that was a real jam. It was a fucking nice little song to listen to as I talk and ramble endlessly on and on because that's what I love doing. Yeah. All right. I think my limit is going to be like thinking about it. Yeah, 40 minutes. 40 minutes is my limit. So I'm like 20 minutes into this recording. Sorry, I shouldn't be bothering you with this, but I want to think about it for me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I got to find where like a map is. Yeah, I think you're just able to go in here.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
Mm.
Just a few more days.
Ah. Just a few more days. Yeah, is that cuz of Deer Fest? Hello. Oh man. Mm. Okay. Oh, so yeah, nothing is on the map here except for, conversation, new choices. Interesting. Huh. Alright, well, I'll explore around for my own benefit. Shout out to this guy, just having a little
Enjoy your day.
dance. I will. Mm. Private. Ah.
Rest easy, buddy.
Oh. Hmm. Man, I don't know. I will say it's like, I don't know if I want to get a PS5 Pro. I feel like the second I get like a PS5 Pro, it'll be like, oh, the PlayStation 6 is announced. I'm like,
It won't
fuck.
open.
I just spent $700. Because fun fact, that's actually what happened with my PS4 Pro. I like after having a PS4 for like years, I was like, like basically since it came out, I got it like the Christmas of whenever it came out. So I had that thing for so long, and then I was like, I'm doing more like YouTube stuff. I'm doing more content. I'll buy a PS4 Pro. And then like after I did that, I like got an email from Sony that's like, "Hey, do you want to buy a PlayStation 5?" And I'm like, Yeah, I do, but fuck me, man. I thought it wasn't gonna be available for like way longer. It's like it was like a month when I got that email, and then I bought like the disc version, which is like not beneficial to me. Like hey, if you're like a disc gamer,
It's not opening.
if you are a discman, no shade to you, but like it is not something I need nor care for. So it's like I always find it funny when people are like, "Oh man, there's no disc." Oh,
How's it going?
because I'm like, who the fuck uses discs anymore? Like again with like we're getting like the PS4. I remember like telling my parents like, oh hey, no need to get me like this game on disc because I want to like be able to download it because that's like way more convenient and much easier for me. And like I understand that discs might be better for like other people, but I don't know. I prefer the ease and convenience of downloading games rather than buying them physically. But again, I get it if you're into it, but me, I'm just like, nah, you know. Hmm. Oh, this guy drinks a lot of fucking coffee. Holy shit. You guys drinking too much damn coffee. But yeah, like this is a game I would love to play on the PlayStation 5 Pro. I mean, ideally I would love to play it on like a very nice PC, but it's just like I don't know, man. It's like I have like a bad history with computers. Like I don't know, like
It
computers
doesn't budge.
tend to break on me, and they're difficult to figure out, and it's like I don't know, man. Ideally it's like I should do that, but it's like I don't want to like spend so much money buying all these parts and components and then they're outdated anyway and I gotta buy more, or like I buy everything and then it doesn't work. It's just I don't know, man. It's just not for me. It's not something that I don't think I'm capable of doing personally, but maybe someday, maybe one day in the future, but for now, I am not crazy about it. Hmm. But yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about getting a PS5 Pro because I was like, I could afford it, but it's like I don't know. Here's a sad reality about my life that I'll share with you. I've had about like $2,000 in my bank account for like a year, and the reason why I still have 2,000 bank account or $2,000 in my bank account after a year is because I don't fucking spend money. All right, like I do every now and then, but I barely do so. And $2,000 is not a lot. And you might be going, "Hey, how do you live with spending so little money and not like going completely broke and like fucking dying?" And it's because I live off the kindness of my parents. Uh, so yeah. Because I don't know. I don't want to get into this too much, but like honestly, I thought for the longest time that like you know me being who I am right now, like the exact situation I'm in, I'm like, oh man, if I get into the situation where I'm like I thought if I was like 18 and still living with my parents, I will have failed and will have been a worthless person that has nothing of value and can add nothing of value. So I should just, blank myself. And it took me a good long while to get over that or to realize that that's not true, you know? But like it's still like I don't know, man, because it's like it's both good and bad where it's like it's a convenient gig for me, you know? I get to live with my parents rent free and like in exchange I help them out with whatever they might need. Uh so it's like it's not like a win-win scenario necessarily, but it's not like I'm a total leech, you know? But it's like that's the perception of it, at the very least in America. Where it's like if you're still living with your parents, you're like the scum of the earth and the worst person ever. And it's just like, no, man. If I can be honest, I just got fucking unlucky. That's what happened to me, because I was at college. I was planning on doing college and like living out on my own, and then I got really fucking unlucky and I had to move back home. Like that's what happened. I didn't fail. I didn't flunk out. I had bad shit happen to me. Some of it partially my fault. Some of it entirely outside of my control. You know, it's like it's like shit that like anyone else does at college, but I happen to have had the worst case scenario happen to me while I was at college. So I moved back home, and like I thought now it's like, oh, I'm no longer worth any. Oh, okay. So no, that's not her mother's chair. Okay. I thought that would have been a neat little connection. But yeah, okay. I didn't realize just how similar this room was to Saga's place. Okay. I'm seeing it now. I see why that's private. Okay. I get it now. All right. I don't know. I kind of wish that it was like a little bit more personal. I wish her mind place was like based off like a real place that she knew. Like it was like her childhood home or something like that, right? You know? But I kind of get that it's here, but I just didn't I didn't realize that it was like, oh, it's like I knew there were some similarities, but I didn't realize it was almost like exactly like this, you know? I mean, there's still some differences, you know? Like not everything is like one to one, but it's like, yeah, it's pretty gosh darn similar. All right. But yeah, anyway, sorry for sharing that potentially depressing story. I don't know if you feel in the same position as me, or you are afraid of ending up in a similar scenario like mine. I would say don't be. You know, give yourself a break, give yourself time, and like most importantly of all, don't give up. Like you know, don't realize or don't think that, oh, this is the end all be all. You fucked up once and now you'll never be able to recover, and you'll never be able to live your life as you ought to, as you're meant to. Because it's like the truth is, however you're living your life right now is how you're meant to be living it, you know? Obviously you can improve and you can change, but it's like, you know, the past is the past. The only thing you can control is the present. So if you're like, oh, I shouldn't be here, I can't be here, it's like you can think and believe those things, but you have the power to affect that in the present, and the power to move towards something better or towards what you desire most of all, you know? Rather than being like, oh man, I failed, or it's like, oh, this shouldn't have happened, or you know, if I go back in time and change things, it's like I would. And it's like, yeah, obviously we all would. We would all go back and right wrongs and fix mistakes that we made in the past, but you know, you can only live in the present and, you know, prepare for the future. So just do that, and you'll be living your life, and that's how everyone lives their life. Nothing wrong with it. I don't know, sorry. Just a little something I wanted to talk about.
Welcome back, Anderson.
You know, just for that, Casey, I'm running away.
Interesting guest lately? Any good finds?
Zilch, but someone left a gross surprise under their bed for housekeeping. They were nuts.
So, that's what all that screaming was about?
Either that, or the couple on their honeymoon.
Was it cum? Did they leave cum?
When you guys said nothing ever happens in this town, you weren't kidding.
Not on the surface, at least.
Or in the public eye.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to that one later for sure.
Interesting.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Yeah, I'm exploring. Yeah, I definitely want to find all the Mayor Setter things, because that was something I didn't find last time.
Merceda won't roll over on the issues.
Nice. Also, I don't know. Can I say this? Like spoilers, if you've been following along with me this whole time, you like watched my initial playthrough, and then you're now watching this for some reason. Maybe because you're really like into me. Not like that. I mean, maybe you are. I don't know. It would make me uncomfortable if you were. But no, you just like me, or you're like, I'll watch this guy play through Alan Wake 2. I don't want to play the game myself for various reasons. You know, it's like I can't afford it, or I just can't run it well, or you know, any number of reasons. Because like I remember like I don't watch playthroughs of games all that often now, but that's because I want to play through a game myself. Like if I watch somebody like do a let's play of a game or play through it, it's because more likely than not I'm not going to play through it myself, or I already have. And like I really like the person, you know? And like, oh yeah, this person's really entertaining. Or it's like, oh, I want to see the Game Grumps play through this. Although I haven't watched Game Grumps in a really long time. But they did do an episode for Disco Elysium, which I do want to watch at some point. Uh, but yeah, I will say I think I was right about Mare Setter because I did get spoiled. I think Mare Setter is a dog, and I think like with this or one of the other ones, I'm like, is Mare Setter a fucking dog? and and he actually is, or she is. I don't know. I haven't. I think you get to meet them once you find all the things. All entrants. All entrants for Deerfest's annual deer hunt competition need to register by the 15th.
So, how's that mystery business of yours going? We missed you at trivia night.
You did? How badly?
Stop avoiding the question, Mark.
Why do you keep doing that, Saga? I mean, I like it. I like
You
seeing your
know,
face, Saga, but
I've been up
it's
to a
just a
little
little
something.
funny.
You know those urban legends about that cult operating in the woods?
And a witch haunting the woods? Yeah, I know the scary stories to keep the kids from falling off cliffs and drowning in lakes.
I think there's more to those stories than they let on. Well, maybe not the witch one. But there's definitely something going on. And I'm gonna figure out what.
Uh-huh.
Cute. But yeah, I will say that's kind of funny because like I don't know if it's brought up before or brought up at like another point, but like they do mention that like sorry, I'm thinking. Oh yeah, but like they do mention that like almost like the cult of the tree tales are like they're less so as like people are surprised they're a real thing because like it's like, oh, you tell tales like that, you tell children like tales of like monsters in the woods because you don't want them to go in the woods and get killed by like a fucking bear or a wolf or something like that, you know? And like it just kind of makes logical sense. So it's like cool that they're talking about that openly. They got a swing set over there. Yeah, I distinctly remember there being a swing set
Come on,
in
Saga.
the first game.
Time to get back to work.
No, I don't want to work. All right. My problem is I work too much and then I burn myself out and then I'm just like, fuck it. I don't want to work ever again. It's like that's not true, but you know, it's how I feel sometimes. It's why I much prefer like the YouTube gig, where it's like,
Take care now.
oh, thanks. Where it's like up in the air. It's like I never know what's the right thing, like how I should go about like doing my YouTube career. Like there's various ideas I have. It's like what I really should be doing right now instead of playing Alan Wake 2 is I should be playing Hades again and like making like bigger, longer videos of like all the stuff in Hades. So it's like here's like all of Aphrodite's interactions, or is like here's like you know, half an hour of Artemis being like the best god in the game, you know? Or goddess. I don't know. Yeah, can I be real since we're I'm in a talking sort of mood? I tend to like uh gender neutralized like stuff like that, you know? Where it's like when I'm talking about actors or voice actors for games, I say actor and I don't say actress when like specifically talking about like women actors for games.
Anderson.
I don't know. Did you grow a personality that's not being a fucking rough and gruff basic bitch cop, Casey?
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out two things. Like, A, I remember there being like some graffiti here for the cult of the tree, but I can't seem to find it. But I did see one. Yeah, there. Yeah. Triangle graffiti found there. And then there's another one that I saw over that way yonder. Yeah, can I go in here? Yeah, I kind of figured. It doesn't make sense for that to be locked, but I'm like, yeah, it's locked because I'm not supposed to go in there yet. But yeah, you see that over there? I'm not quite sure how that is. Oh, look at this. Huh. Lot of stuff around here. Ah, I can't go in there yet. Okay. Alright. I see how it is. I see you. I feel you.
Clean, if not I. Who else to protect its citizens from the dangers of unsanitary conditions?
Hell yeah, man. Hey, listen, you gotta have an appreciation for janitors. They do the dirty work.
Garbage, refuse, call it what you will. I will make it disappear.
Right on, man. But yeah, alright. I think I'm gonna stop wandering about the town now, and I'm gonna go back to Alex Casey, and I'm gonna end it here, because I am, yeah, just at 40 minutes, and that's kind of my limit. 4 minutes and 20 seconds! Hey! I'm not high at all, though. I am drunk. A little drunk. Not drunk, but, you know, intoxicated, I'll say. Now it's 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Fuck! Alright, anyway, thanks for watching. Can I say I love you? In not like, oh, I'm in love with you, and more the, hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you love me, I love you. You know, in that sense of like, just a general nice sort of love, like one that doesn't have any obligation or any like promise tied to it. You know what I mean? Anyway, peace out. Have a wonderful life.
So, what have you found out in this research of yours? What great mysteries of Bright Falls have you unveiled?
Well, nothing major yet. But I'm onto some interesting things. Like, did you know that the stick figures in the woods are made from a rare aspen that only grows in this area?
I did not know that, actually. It's clearly some super duper important stuff you're doing. I guess I can forgive you for missing trivia night.
Listen, lady, you're being sarcastic, I think, but like that is actually interesting. Like the fact that there's like a tree that only grows in this type of area and that it's linked to like stick figures or somebody's making something out of it. That's like cool. That's trivia. That is literally trivia, you know? And yet you're like, but what about trivia night at like a bar where we can get drinks? Which, I mean, yeah, also, I think she has a fair point. I think you two should do this thing together, or maybe, I don't know, find some sort of compromise where you're not arguing. Anyway, yeah, I walked over here, so I heard that conversation. Anyway, bye. I don't know if this is a part of a new episode or part of a old episode. I don't know, man.